There's a type of person who can walk into a room and shift the entire atmosphere without speaking a single word. They don't need attention, yet people notice them. They don't try to stand out, yet somehow they do. Their presence feels controlled, measured, unreadable. And almost always, they're dressed in all black. Most people think wearing black is just fashion, but it rarely is. It's a message, a strategy, a quiet form of communication that most never bother to decode. Because when someone chooses black day after day, it's almost never random. It's psychological. For many people, black doesn't feel dark. It feels like clarity. Psychologists call this the protective color theory, where someone uses black almost like emotional armor. Black absorbs light. Black hides. Black shields. So when a person naturally gravitates toward all black outfits, there's a high chance there's someone who feels deeply but reveals very little. They don't want the world reading them too easily. And they've learned often the hard way that silence is safer than explaining themselves. This isn't insecurity, it's self-preservation. In color psychology, black represents control, discipline, and boundaries. And people who wear black often share a very specific set of traits. They emotionally intense, highly self-aware, observant, selective with friendships, and often shaped by past experiences, trauma, betrayal, painful lessons that force them to grow up fast. Black gives them what the world often tries to take away: control over how they are perceived. It prevents others from misreading their emotions. It creates psychological distance. It tells people, without a single word spoken, I decide who gets access to me. Black isn't worn to impress people, it's worn to remove distraction. People who consistently wear all black usually hate unnecessary drama, avoid chaos, and prefer simplicity over complication. They value depth over small talk, and they speak only when the words matter. They think more than they show, feel more than they admit, and observe more than people realize. Black becomes the uniform of someone who carries mental complexity but communicates in minimalism. They don't need bright colors to stand out. Their energy speaks louder than any outfit ever could. And here's where dark psychology makes things even more interesting. Many black wearers say, I don't like attention, but the truth is more precise. They don't want the wrong attention. Black allows them to stay mysterious while still being impossible to ignore. It creates a subtle push-pull effect. People stay curious, but they instinctively keep a respectful distance. That balance is addictive. Not invisible, not exposed, just controlled. Exactly how they like it. People who gravitate toward black often feel emotions intensely, but privately. They're the ones who overthink everything, who break down silently, who heal without announcing it. They prefer actions over words and trust only a few. They're not cold, far from it. They're protecting a warm heart that has learned not to be careless with its softness. Wearing black becomes a quiet message. I've been through things you will probably never fully understand. Contrary to what people assume, wearing black isn't low self-esteem. It's quiet confidence. It takes inner strength to strip away all the flashiness and let people see you, not the colors around you. And whether they realize it or not, people sense this. Someone dressed in all black always looks grounded, composed, important, not because they're trying to be, but because black amplifies what's already inside them. In rare situations, wearing black all the time can also be a sign of emotional exhaustion, loneliness, burnout, or a desire to disappear for a while. Sometimes the color becomes a comfort when life feels overwhelming. And if someone wears black because it feels like the only thing holding them together, they're not alone. More people live like this quietly than the world ever realizes. So what does wearing all black truly reveal? It reveals a person who thinks deeply, loves intensely, protects fiercely, observes quietly, and feels everything with intensity. Someone who speaks intentionally, chooses carefully, and values peace more than attention. They're not dark, they're focused. They're intelligent. They're emotionally complex. They're the kind of person whose presence speaks louder than bright colors ever could. Black doesn't hide who they are. It frees them from being misunderstood. And now I want to know, do you wear all black? And why? Your answer will reveal more about you than you think.